As you probably know from my channel, I'm a huge fan of the Grand Theft Auto series and pretty much any open world driving game. Back in the day, I was most hyped up for San Andreas and picked it up on release day back in 2004 for the PlayStation 2 at KB Toys. I have hundreds of hours on my original save for this game. Everything about San Andreas blew me away, and it was such a leap forward from 3 and Vice City. Like most things, life goes on. I picked up a PS3, Grand Theft Auto 4 and 5 came out, I went to college, and San Andreas was far from being my main game. Now turn the page. About 3 years ago, I pick up my 1968 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme. I wanted a classic Oldsmobile for years. Back in the early 2000s when I was playing San Andreas, all I wanted was a 68 to 72 Oldsmobile, and it's been a really fun project so far. I picked up San Andreas for Android a couple months ago, and I'll play it in my spare time here and there, but then something struck me. It was the Clover in San Andreas. It was exactly my 68 Cutlass. The body is styled exactly like a 68 or 69 Cutlass from the side. The rear window has that Oldsmobile A-body shape. The vinyl top, the vent window, the ratty paint job with the mix-match body panels look extremely similar to my car. The final version of the Clover feature horizontal taillights, just like a 68 Olds, although the Clovers are thicker, which makes it look more like a Plymouth Duster. The beta version of San Andreas actually featured brake lights that were exactly the same as those on a 69. These are some pictures I found online, and you could totally see these taillights are taken right from a 69. The style of this rear bumper also resembles an Olds a little bit more than the final version of the Clover. The Grand Theft Auto cars are never quite exact knockoffs of their real-life counterparts. The front grille of the Clover is centered with vertical slots just like a Cutlass. 1968 was actually the last year for Oldsmobile to have a car with a single grille. After 68, every one of their cars would have a split grille. The headlights on the Clover resemble a 69 a little bit more because they don't have that marker light in between. The Clover also features a single pipe exhaust, which is how Cutlasses came, only 442s had dual exhaust. Even to the side of the Clover, you can see it has this lower body trim painted kind of a gray color. Only Cutlass Supremes in 68 and 69 had this lower body trim painted. Cutlass S and 442s didn't really have this same paint scheme. So whoever at Rockstar was working on the Clover must have been looking at pictures of a Cutlass Supreme. The Clover makes the same engine sound as the Sabre, Savannah, Voodoo, and Stallion, and it's a pretty fast car for the game. Its rear-wheel drive construction and weight distribution makes it pretty likely to fishtail and spin out. It's easy to do burnouts. The suspension sways back and forth as you corner, which gives it the realistic look of an old car with worn-out suspension, which is how my car feels when I drive it. The Clover was only featured in San Andreas, it was not in Grand Theft Auto 3 or Vice City, and it didn't make it into the HD universe. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little bit of Grand Theft Auto trivia. If you thought it was cool, drop it a like, and I can definitely make more videos like this. Peace!